Hey, and welcome to another installment of Catching Up. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And we're back, man. And this has been a kind of a wild week. I feel like two of our number are officially a year older, by which I mean myself and Mr. Bozick are now both 29.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had that big blowout, I guess, this week.
I feel like it was a perfect-sized blowout.
A moderate blowout.
Yeah. Because, the first year that we've been doing this basically for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's been, because we've known each other 3 years.
And you can hear about birthdays 1 and 2 in an earlier episode.
1 was a lopsided affair, but very entertaining nonetheless. Thank you, Mr. Stone. 2 was, I guess, me trying to make up for lost time. And
I was pretty gone too.
You were gone too, but I caught up with Samuel.
Jake got to Sam's level.
Yeah, I caught up with Sam on that one, and it was a massive mistake. It's funny. the Time Hop app on your face, you could do for past. It goes back a couple years. It had the 1 year of the last year's the morning of the and I remember I was looking at the tweets and Facebook posts of getting ready to go Ultra Bean, and I was like, oh, this poor fucker past Jake has no idea what this dude's in for, man. Waking up on the hard floor and being a disaster of a man. But and then this year I feel like Sam and I kind of together realized hey, maybe let's tone it down a bit and actually just have fun and maybe not
die.
End up like assholes.
It was a lot more low key.
But it was good. I mean, I feel like it was
one could say almost a little bit more mature, just kind of we are here, we know what we're doing, we're having fun, but we're not getting white girl wasted.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't as self-destructive.
Yeah.
No.
Which was never the goal with the previous ones. It was just a natural consequence.
It wasn't. It was just kind of
it just found its way there.
Yeah. If that's the last time that happens, fine. I hope it is.
I'm in never any rush to throw up from drinking.
No. But this year, we had a nice little thing. We went to Cracker Barrel beforehand, and Mr. Nolan paid for our dinner like a very nice gentleman.
It's a rare occurrence that I have the money to do something like that, and so I was happy to share it with you guys.
I appreciate it.
Obliged. We had to coerce them for our bread products.
Yeah,
I know.
And your bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept forgetting even after you reminded him.
Yeah.
Not to down talk.
I love Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always a good
Beautiful
meal.
establishment.
Just talking about this one particular event there.
But no, it was good. And then we, Chris was generous enough to drive me to Cracker Barrel to meet with Sam, and drive me home because, I wasn't about, I was staying at my parents' place, cat sitting, so I wasn't able to hop in with Sam and his buddies. So I appreciate that, Chris, twice over for paying for dinner and for driving. That was much appreciated. But, then Sam and I actually had a nice little thing. I got a record player for my birthday. And
a laptop. When's the last time you had a computer?
College.
Wow.
So 2009, probably. And which is really nice to have. But anyway, so kind of like Chris with Laserdisc, I've been now that I have a reason and a way to play vinyls, I want to buy vinyls.
There was a period, and it's all
when I found the record player, I started buying up a couple vinyls. And I still kind of I like the idea, but I basically the collection that I have, I and I'll
you got your Zeppelin, you got your
I got my Lick It Up, which is the important
thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
Or
speaking of
up.
which, if you want to check out my mom's record collection, I haven't ended up taking it out to the secondhand music shop.
Yeah, because
so
now that I got a way to play them, absolutely. Because and Sam has a bunch of vinyls from past
his mom's vinyl collection,
from the vinyl collection, just from past things. So I was like, hey man, we got some time to kill. Want to just listen to some vinyls? And so we were just playing little tracks here and there, and just fun to listen to it. And the one thing I really like about vinyls now that I'm just sitting listening to them is, it's kind of once you start it, you just let it play.
Mm-hmm.
You're not coerced to hit the next track. But I like this song a lot.
Yeah, there's no skipping. There's no jumping back.
You just let it play. Except when you have to flip it, but that's fine. Yeah. So we had a couple of tracks. We did some Exile on Main Street. We did some Beatles. We did some
Morrison Hotel.
Some Doors. Yeah.
Dressed to Kill. Some
Kiss. Some of the Rocky soundtrack. But the key one was the Arnold Schwarzenegger workout
Total
vinyl.
Body workout mix.
So it's basically a mix that he did of Journey and
Eddie Money.
Yeah.
Tommy Two-Tone.
All these bands, but what he's doing is he's talking over them. So he's telling you, he's here we go, we're gonna lift out. Don't give up on me. Keep going. Here we go.
Okay, so it's like a workout tape,
but
you're
a vinyl.
listening to.
Yeah.
But what we found out,
over Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yeah.
Hey.
Or Don't Stop Believing. So it's
That's that one
stop.
too.
And he's don't stop. Keep going. Here we go. We're doing this together.
Oh,
And believe in you.
Workout videos will have music playing in the back.
But it's on a vinyl, which is so weird. So anyway, at one point he was like,
I picked that one up for the cover.
Yeah. At one point,
I've seen the cover. I can totally understand why you would pick it up.
At one point, he's like, "What is he like?" He's like, "Keep going with your legs."
Make your thighs burn.
Make your thighs burn. And then he just stops and he goes, "Squeeze your buttocks." And I was like, "Whoa!"
That's the opening track too.
Yeah, I had posted something on Twitter about it, so if you want to see the video, it's on Facebook too. It's kind of a funny thing. But anyway, John, our friend John, came and picked us up.
Nondescript John.
And we got to the bar around right around 10ish, I would say. And
it's pretty dead initially.
It was.
It was the rare 5-song night for me.
Yeah, you got a lot in.
Friday.
It's one of those things where I gotta have the liquid courage in me to want to go up and do a song. But the funny thing is, once I get up there and do it, I want to keep going. And so it was pretty late in the night that Sam and I were like, because we did. It wasn't even really a duet last year, but we did Hooked on a Feeling. But there were multiple parts to do, and so this year we did Only the Good Die Young, which of course isn't a duet, but it's just a fun rocker of a song.
Billy Joel's best album.
Yeah, and I remember Sam, you turned to me at one point, and you're like, I forgot how fucking fun this song is, and I think we just had a good time. But and I guess in weird tradition, I dedicate the song to for no reason to somebody. Last year was all by Grant Morrison. This year, I dedicated. It almost worked because
you didn't dedicate a song to Grant Morrison.
Well, I dedicated Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh, I thought yeah. He was like, "This one's for you,
This
Grant."
one's for you, Grant Morrison.
Oh, I thought you just dedicated your vomit.
I dedicated that too, to Batman beating Darkseid. But after I threw up, I said that one's for you, Grant Morrison. But I remember Hooked on a Feeling. I was like, this is for Grant Morrison. And
Final
then
Crisis number 7.
Yeah. But this one, for some reason, I was like, there was a lull before the song started, and I just got really low in the mind like this, and I was like, this one's dedicated to
Nick Cage style.
Yeah, I was like, this one's dedicated to Evel Knievel and his failed attempt to jump 13 buses in Wembley Stadium. And I remember Sam looked at me and he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, in 1975. And then what my plan was I signed up for Touch Me by the Doors. And unfortunately, it was really backed up and busy, so I didn't get a chance to sing it, which is fine. Probably you didn't have to hear me mumble through Jim Morrison, but I was going to dedicate that one to Evel Knievel's successful successful attempt to jump 14 Greyhound buses only a couple months after his failed 13 bus jump, but. I didn't get to do that. So the birthday was fucking ruined, and it was an absolute disaster, and I'm really pissed off about it. No, but I mean, like I said, we had fun. We had a bunch of friends come out, and Chris is working, but you got a chance to come down towards the end of the night and kind of hang. Yeah. While still working.
It was the first time I think I've hung out with Alex since, Brian's Grill, but the first time.
Dude, he fucking bought me, I was showing this to Josh before, he fucking bought me the most beautiful TV Flash statue I've ever seen, dude. I got to the shop the next day, and there was this thing wrapped, and it said, to a scrub, because you'd always call me a scrub, love Dad, parentheses Dread. And so when I came the next morning, one of the employees thought it was from my dad, and I was like, no. And I was like, what the fuck? But so thank you, Alex, if you're listening to this. Check out Nerd Swole. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd been a while because, like I said, he's not at the shop anymore, unfortunately. Not for anything bad. It was a personal thing, but it was good. We had a lot of friends there, and
yeah, Josh showed up.
Josh was there.
Yeah, Josh didn't sing anything though.
No. Have you ever sang anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
But severely drunk.
What was it?
I've seen Separate Ways.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the Tron song.
And
did you play the keyboards on the wall like in the music video?
No.
Like what's invisible? Okay.
I stand there shaking
Okay.
uncontrollably.
Like a chihuahua, a wet
Yeah,
chihuahua.
pretty much. And
Someday
Wishing-
love will find me.
Just wishing he could have some Taco Bell.
Yeah.
and Faith by George Michael.
How have
shit.
I haven't seen that one.
How have you not
I've seen Separate Ways.
Did you sing it like Limp Bizkit style? We're gonna have fun. And then
No.
he yells, "Shut the fuck up!" Oh yeah. Rock your body.
But no, I used to sing Faith with our friend, me and Chris's Jen, who moved down to Florida.
Yeah.
How
Which is why I
have you
don't
not
sing it that much anymore.
How have you not sang the Ghostbusters theme by Ray Park Jr.?
I have with like 5 or 6 friends, including Chris,
Yeah.
many moons ago. Also, extremely fucking drunk.
You know what? For your birthday.
Oh god, we're gonna bring that back.
Yeah. And it's just gonna be you and me. Maybe Sam and Jake too. But
Yeah, no, you
You guys get the mics.
yeah. But like
We'll dance.
4 horsemen, 4 horsemen, and a couple tequila shots, and then we're doing Ghostbusters.
Oh god.
With the secret verse that no one remembers, because there's like a third verse that's like not in the movie.
Oh.
It's like a breakdown or like more of like a bridge.
I just remember Bustin' makes me feel good because it does.
Yeah.
True
story.
Yeah. In addition to
It's just like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme, though.
there's a whole section of the Fresh
About getting on an airplane.
Yeah.
It's in the first episode.
Possibly
the first season.
Do they play it while he's during the actual episode?
Yeah, during the
Pilot.
intro, the pilot of the plane. The pilot episode. The theme song is the full 3-minute long theme song or something like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. But yeah, in addition to doing Billy Joel with Jake, some classic Stranger, I actually also got to do another one, Bites the Dust by Queen.
That was good. My favorite moment of the entire night, and maybe my favorite Sam karaoke moment of all time, was this. It's kind of like a lower range thing, but then it gets the "How you think I'm gonna get over?" And Sam goes. He starts to sing. And he goes, "How you think?" Nope, too high. Nope, going down. And it was just like, that's a man who knows his karaoke. Alex was like, was like in awe of you. He was like, he's like the fucking man. I was like, he's like, how drunk does he have to be? And I was like, dude, he's like sober like most of the time when he's doing this. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah, Sam is like a legend here. He goes by Sam fucking 5, not just Sam.
That's more the legend.
Well, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. For those listeners who don't know, there was multiple Sams at karaoke one night, and this was back when our friend Dave was DJing, and so I wrote Sam S. And apparently my handwriting is so bad that my capital S's look like 5s, so technically it should be like 5 a.m. 5, but it was like he read it as Sam. He was like Sam 5, and it just kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
From then on I was Sam 5. I guess the short circuit reference. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Sam 5 still alive.
Yeah. So yeah, I did another one, Bites the Dust. I did with my buddy Greg, who was there helping me celebrate, and got the picture of Yingling.
Wow, thank you.
I did Inside Out by Eve 6. I did Aeroplane by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Classic Sam 5 number.
Yeah, which I dedicated to Nondescript John. Because it's one of his favorite bands of the Chili Peppers. And I did Miss You by the Rolling Stones, which is a karaoke staple of mine as well.
Yeah.
Because I get to do the Jagger strut and rap like Jagger. Everyone forgets that Miss You is like this big dance number by the Rolling Stones off the album Some Girls, 1978. And it's got this weird section where Mick Jagger's rapping about his friends gonna bring over Puerto Rican girls, and they're just gonna get drunk on wine and fuck. It's just everyone. Whenever I've seen somebody else karaoke, they think it's just the singing part and the whoo hoo, and then they get to that part and they're trying to sing to it, and then that, and they're looking at the subject matter, and they're just what the fuck is going on? It's yeah,
and it doesn't help you because the karaoke screen doesn't say spoken.
Yeah, it's just straight up yeah, and then he's talking about just going berserk in Central Park. Yeah, it's a weird song, but it's so much fucking fun. But yeah, and then of course the following day, well, I finally got my chicken nuggets.
I saw the tweet. Yeah.
And I ate them and I kept them down and I passed out on my couch.
Fantastic. Did you watch Moonraker?
I didn't watch Moonraker. I was watching.
I replied to your tweet about the chicken nuggets. I was like, hope you get to eat them all this time.
Yeah, and keep them down. Yeah, and I passed out watching Xena Warrior Princess.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
not bad.
So that it's
dick in hand.
Yeah, it's yeah. But the
that laugh was all too real.
The
what else do you do while you're watching Xena Warrior Princess?
Crochet. It's mind-boggling how much better Xena Warrior Princess is than Hercules: The Legendary Journeys.
Oddly enough, I thought you were going to say it's mind-boggling how much like crocheting you get done.
Well, if
you know what I mean.
Yeah, if you're gonna crochet to anything, crochet to like I don't know,
Lucy Lawless headbutting dudes with helmets on.
Yeah. You know what? Carl Urban's in that show.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Julius Caesar.
Oh,
it's weird because it was all filmed in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
That's
makes sense.
One of the things that got him his start before Lord of the Rings and all that. But yeah, it was. It's mind-boggling how much better that show is than Hercules. Hercules fucking blows. I've watched.
Disappointed.
I'm disappointed, Sorbo.
Sorbo status
in your fucking show. Go stick with Andromeda. But yeah, the following day, we went and got some banchan. If you've never been to banchan, it's a Korean wing chain all throughout the DC area and New York City. Fantastic wings. We got some ice cream at Peterson's, which is always a highlight. I hadn't been there enough this summer.
Yeah, this was my first go this summer, so I was like, I know I have to work in like under an hour, but I'm gonna fucking go to Peterson's.
Mm-hmm. Crowded too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
as per usual.
Worth it though, because like I got like the I always get something different there. I don't think I've ever got the same thing twice. Maybe they had like the orange soda cream shake, which is really good.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Pumpkin pie shake's really good too.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't doubt it. But the it was like peanut butter conspiracy was what it was called.
Oh,
that was really good.
3 Days of the Condor status.
I got that reference.
Nice. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's one of my dad's favorite movies. Actually,
it's great.
Or maybe not one of his favorite movies, but he like whenever anyone like talks about like conspiracy movies,
yeah,
he's always like, "Oh, 3 Days of the Condor." It's a good one.
It's what inspired the Russos to cast Robert Redford in Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then we just went over to my buddy John's house. We played Five Nights at Freddy's, and even Josh played a night.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, we played up to night 4.
We did.
And then there was the not really unanimous, but thundering opinion that, hey, let's just go play something else on the N64.
Yeah.
Well, it was all that spicy, banchan mixing with like, the dairy, and then he was like, I can't, my stomach can't handle getting scared.
It was the first time that, I can't say it was the first time you played a full night because you died.
Yeah, but I at least played a night.
You played it. You did it similar to what I did in that you purposefully let the power drain so you would mercifully be killed by Freddy Fazbear.
Well, I have seen professional and you play it, all throughout the series so far, and I have to say, I really do enjoy watching other people experience that game.
Watching Markiplier play it is
exactly.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Markiplier is just...
Yeah.
Oh, Markapoo.
But Zach barely survived, night 3, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that was the night that I killed it.
Yeah. Jake has never beat a night.
No.
But yeah, then we played like Mario Kart and
were you guys able to scrounge up enough N64 controllers? I remember that was a big thing as I was leaving.
We had wonky ones. We had like 2 decent ones and 2 wonky ones. John volunteered to take one.
Playing field was definitely not level.
You won at the Big Donut.
That doesn't mean that the playing field was level.
Yeah, out of how many times did you win and no one else did?
Well,
it was his birthday.
Well,
oh, trust me,
of course he gets the player 1 controller.
We weren't trying. In fact, towards the end, we were intentionally trying to gain up on him and failing miserably.
Yeah, it's gotta. Mario Kart's my jam.
I had the Tiger, man.
Yeah, I had the Tiger Rock. I had the Tiger, but that Bomberman 64, which doesn't get enough credit. You were a big Bomberman guy, right?
Yeah, Bomberman's fantastic.
Yeah,
I suck at it, but I love it.
Yeah,
I was more of a fan of the Bomberman
ones.
64 Bomberman Hero.
Oh yeah,
stuff like where it's actually like an adventure you go on.
Yeah,
not just like the strategy game or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So thanks for everyone that came out and wished us a happy 29th. During our birthday week, sometime in the middle of it, Jake and I saw a feature film.
Dude.
Yeah, by the name of The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah. My sister as well, because she's a massive Henry Cavill fan.
And
I was surprised
who
she came.
isn't?
Well, I was surprised because, like, she's not usually all about like the spy movie.
yeah,
But Henry Cavill.
Henry
Henry
Cavill lays down some serious pipe in that film too.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say calling this a spy film is like calling was it The Man from? There's another one
The
that's
Man
kind
from
of
the Cold, The Man Who Knew Too Much.
no. There's another
The Golden Gun.
really campy spy film that
Dead men don't wear plaid.
Our Man Flint.
that's it.
Okay, with James Coburn.
Yes.
Like
calling I think The Man from U.N.C.L.E. this film a spy film is like calling that one a spy film.
it's
Yeah,
less
it was.
it's less campy than Our Man Flint and In Like Flint. In that both of those movies blow really hard.
well, yeah.
Can we make an unofficial sequel and call it Flint and Steel and have it?
Flint and Tinder. Or yeah, it was. Oh God, if you want, fine. Fuck.
I feel it's like Flint.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah,
Well-
fuck it. I'll be Derek Flint, or I could be one of the bad guys.
You could be Steel.
I could be Steel.
Chris, I feel like if we did Flint and Tinder, it'd be Flint staring at a phone for an entire hour and a half, just flipping through. Like, nope.
Flint on
Nope.
Tinder.
Ooh, yes.
Well done.
But
It took me back to my Boy Scout days where you had Flint and Steel to
yeah,
start a fire.
did you
with Tinder?
You enjoyed the film. Not Our Man Flint, but The Man from U.N.C.L.E. more than I did. You want to talk about it a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, as the days went on, I thought about it more to give it a little bit past the honeymoon phase. I mean, it's insane, but I liked it more than Mission Impossible 5. Like, I fucking loved it. Like, I really, really loved it. And
For the viewers at home, Sam looks like he just got rocked by a
I mean,
left hook.
but I mean, I don't know. I
Mama said knock you out.
I
It's not
enjoyed
that
the
live.
chemistry. I enjoyed it was just like fucking cool and sexy and funny and.
It makes you want to watch Ex Machina now because it's got Alicia
That's right.
Vikander.
Yeah.
Though in this movie she has hair.
Yeah.
For the entire time.
and like a body.
You can't see through it.
A human body. But no, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm easily won over by Henry Cavill. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. He had a lot. The Man of Steel was a fun movie. Definitely lots of flaws, but I still enjoyed it. But I mean, he has more to do in Man from U.N.C.L.E. He can do more things. The Superman he's playing in Man of Steel is still at very beginning. It's not the Superman we quite know yet. But he's good at it. But we get some Clark Kent moments where he's like pretending to be like bumbling, almost like a con man in this. He's got like that very kind of I don't know what kind of American accent would you say, like that kind of like
Mid-Atlantic.
yeah, just the and then Army Hammer. They both of them had really great chemistry. All the main
Army
actors.
Hammer is like I didn't know how tall he was compared
He's
to
fucking huge, dude.
yeah. And Cavill's like what 6'2"?
Cavill's 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah.
And Army Hammer's 6'5".
Is he 6'5"?
Yeah.
Shit. So he would have been the biggest Batman even over when he got cast. He would, he
Over,
technically
yeah,
is the
Ben
tallest
Affleck,
Batman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to get cast as Batman
Yeah.
so I can tower over all of them.
But I don't know. I just thought it was fun. I mean, there was a couple. They do a lot of and I know I won't spoil it because I don't think Josh.
crosscuts
Have
and
you
stuff.
seen it yet?
I
No.
haven't seen it.
I know. Chris hasn't, but
But apparently I had an idea after seeing the trailer, and I ran by Sam, which he did confirm for me at the bar.
okay. Well, I won't say too much, but they do a couple like comic paneling things.
Better than the Warriors special edition?
I mean, I don't know, but
You don't actually like the
I don't get it, man. Like everyone like fucking goes die hard for that movie. The only scene I like is the Warriors come out to play.
That's like the worst scene in the movie.
What about the baseball Furies?
Yeah,
They're-
the
I
baseball
mean,
Furies are amazing.
They're fine, but I don't like that movie.
Yeah.
What about the fight in the bathroom?
No, I don't like that
What about
movie.
the fight in Central Park?
Oh no, I love it. But anyway, enough of the fucking Warriors. Send your hate mail to me, Warriors
No, it's
fans.
okay, Jake. I've never seen it, but from what I have seen, I feel like I wouldn't
How are
like
we
it.
friends and you've
I
never
don't.
seen
I don't
the movie?
understand.
Available on
What's-
Netflix.
What's the
Available on my DVD rack.
what is the
It doesn't look enjoyable.
what is it? What is it about Warriors? I don't understand it.
I think it's just how fantastical the gangs are.
I guess.
Yeah, and just the fact
It's
that
like
it's like
like
survival flick. They got to make it from all the way from the fucking Bronx to Coney Island.
okay, so it's basically that fucking Chris Evans movie, but instead of trains being clever, fun level trains, it's gangs, and that's basically the fucking What's the name of that movie?
Snowpiercer.
It's Snowpiercer in New York.
Yeah, that's a
with
survival
gangs.
movie.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
and I hated that
The
movie. too.
Warriors
Warriors is better than Snowpiercer.
I'll give you that. Warriors is better than Snowpiercer because Snowpiercer
Whoa,
sucked.
whoa.
Snowpiercer
How am I friends
sucked.
with any of you now? Snowpiercer is a fucking jam.
I'm agreeing with
Oh,
you
okay.
that Snowpiercer is
All right,
enjoyable.
good.
I'm just
Snowpiercer.
That's
Sam
how we're
was interested
friends,
because
Chris.
like
I'm not Team Snowpiercer.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get
I'm
it.
Team Warriors.
Team Warriors I like more than
in
Snowpiercer.
this particular instance, you and Josh are the exact opposite because he loves Snowpiercer and hates Warrior. Well, he's
never seen Warrior.
Yeah,
he probably
you have-
hates it.
you have to
No,
experience
I
knowing
think we
Josh.
found our Civil War, guys. Team Snowpiercer versus Team Warriors.
I mean, if there's anyone that's going to be
Real quick,
Captain America,
real quick.
it's you,
I mean,
Josh.
down the line, we're gonna have plenty of time to talk about Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you side with?
Team Cap.
Cap.
based on the comic book Cap, but I don't know if that's the storyline that they're going with.
Yeah, in the movie, like Iron Man is comedically evil.
Oh, you mean the comic?
Yeah, in the, in the comic. I haven't seen the film.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. When I read it, I was like, it's very apparent that we're supposed to side with Cap,
Which is
and I
fucked
would
up.
side with Cap anyway.
Which is fucked
Again,
up.
it's very dependent upon, they try to tie with the comic version real life political issues of what this registration act they're going through.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way that it was written. Maybe it's just me.
No, you're absolutely right,
but,
and that's
like,
why I have a
I
huge
felt
problem
like-
with it because
Yeah.
it's a book
It
where
was almost unfair.
because when I played the game, I sided with Iron Man, but like my thing was, it shouldn't be obvious who's supposed to be the good guy, and it's so clearly Captain America in the comic. I feel like it would have been much more interesting if it gave you a reason to understand Iron Man's point of view, and it doesn't really. Because my thing would have been like,
Even Ultimate Alliance 2, it's like Iron Man's side is still comedically evil.
yeah, and it's like I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, and that was supposed to be the point that he was supposed to be. He's supposed to be the evil one. There's not supposed to be any redeeming thing, but I don't know.
Well, I gotta imagine there's some people out there that look at Tony's perspective and think, yeah, no, this is absolutely right. They need this form of accountability.
The thing is, in the comics, like in the Marvel Universe in the comics, the X-Men have been giving their lives for that very kind of legislation, like their entire comic book run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to be
that's always
documented.
been the one of the big evils.
Yeah, that level of oversight and lack of freedom. I mean, the book ends, spoilers because the book came out like 2006, but like the book ends with Captain America, like the symbol of liberty in fucking chains. It's about as
And
subtle.
getting shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the tie-in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
It's about as subtle as a brick to the face.
Yeah.
But the Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yeah, from Uncle.
Is also subtle as brick at the
So anyway,
face.
I guess I'm the villain because but
Because you don't like the
because
Warriors.
I don't like Warriors and I sided with Cap.
Yeah,
or I
you
sided with Iron Man.
You just turned heel.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah,
Hollywood,
I
Jake.
enjoyed The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I've never seen the TV show, so I don't know. I did read something about Easter eggs just to try to be like, how much did it pay homage to? Basically, the reason Guy Ritchie signed on to do it is because it was the origin story the TV show never told. Was his rationale for
Just
it?
like Wild Wild West.
And yeah, that's one. That's one for the books.
I mean, it was an origin story, and the TV show never told it. So
Commentary available now.
yeah,
Mhm.
one of our best.
And yeah, just like slowly blacking out.
At least it's not Waterworld, where all three of us slowly
God.
blacked
And like I
out.
said,
And by slowly,
I
I
love
mean
Kevin
very
Costner,
quickly.
but I was so mad at one point. The next podcast we did, I yelled, "Fuck you, Kevin Costner!" And Dances with Wolves is like in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
And you love Wyatt Earp.
and I love Wyatt Earp, and I do love Kevin Costner.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham,
Postman.
yeah. No, sorry.
You mean if
I just
Waterworld
loved-
was about a postal carrier?
I loved that I said Postman, knowing that Postman is like universally disliked, but like saying
I enjoyed
Postman
it.
and just seeing Jake grind to
Well,
a
it's
halt.
one of those
just like,
ones. It's not
no.
compared to other Kevin Costner movies. It's crappy, but I don't think it's like
Compared
garbage.
to 3,000 Miles from Graceland.
Oh
or
God,
The Bodyguard. Wait,
The Bodyguard is Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I mean that's the movie
for a
that.
second I doubted myself, and I should have just kept trucking.
I mean
Yeah,
that's
it's more known for for Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston and
Singing a Dolly Parton song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite Costner is fucking
Field of
tangent.
Dreams.
Field of Dreams followed closely by Silverado.
Silverado. Yeah, you went pretty ham on Silverado
Oh.
at the bar. We were talking
Yeah.
about like favorite Western. No, we were talking about.
And oddly enough, you cry like a little girl at the end of both.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
John Cleese is like dead, and I'm like, yes. what we talked at the bar was what's your favorite Costner film and
Yeah.
what's your favorite Kurt Russell film?
Yeah.
Which
Was
is
it well, no, we did Kurt Russell, but I thought it was favorite. It wasn't Kurt.
I don't think when you
Swayze.
asked me, it was
Swayze.
Yeah,
It was
that
Swayze.
yeah.
Swayze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Tom was like, dude, I watched Ghost last night. Yeah, and I was just like,
little black demons coming in.
yeah. Well, Ghost is fine and all, but what about Uncommon Valor?
It's
Or
funny
Point Break.
because when I walked up, you asked me, and I was like, whenever I think of Patrick Swayze, the first movie to come to mind is Ghost. So I guess Ghost, but I know I like Point Break more. But it's never that's to me that's a Keanu Reeves movie that just happens to have other people in it.
Yes.
And Patrick Swayze is one of the last people that I remember as like one of the guys. And I'm like, oh yeah. Now fucking Point Break for Patrick Swayze.
Isn't
But
Nick
Ghost.
Nolte in it too?
No, Gary Busey.
Oh, Busey.
Utah 2 meatball subs,
Horse
man.
teeth.
But yeah, Point Break, and then for Kurt Russell, clearly for me, Big Trouble in Little China.
I said
And-
the Thing.
Yeah, and I was the Thing as well. Which Sam was surprised about because he was sure it was going to be Escape from L.A. and I was like, no, that's my favorite Escape from blank movie out of the two. I really want them to make Escape from Chicago because
Yeah.
they keep talking about it in L.A.
Has the comic been selling well?
No.
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 Really, no.
Do you have a favorite of either?
No,
Sure.
I do. I just don't remember what they were from the past night.
Very good.
You can
make new
I'm not,
ones.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold you to it.
Well, it's going to take me a while.
Okay, well,
You know, there are several films that each of them
We're going to
have
be
been
like
in.
signing off and then
Yeah.
you're just going to be like,
Dirty Dancing and
Open Range.
there you go. Oh shit.
Oh, no. Oh,
that's
I
awesome.
remember. Swayze,
Yeah.
mine's was,
Dirty Dancing.
no,
Band
Roadhouse.
Nights? Oh, Roadhouse.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Russell. The Thing.
Oh, Breakdown.
No.
Breakdown. Aren't you a fan of
Falling
Breakdown?
Down? Or
I
No,
am a
Breakdown.
fan of it, but I
Breakdown.
wouldn't say
Oh, that was
that's...
Michael Douglas.
Executive Decision.
Oh, Executive Decision's fucking
Ooh.
awesome.
Yes, I'm giving it to
Executive Decision's
I'm making
fantastic.
an executive decision. It is that film.
It is Executive Decision.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
And everyone should see Breakdown, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, so The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
yeah, it's old news, man.
It was good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. Sam,
Yeah.
you can go.
It felt like I enjoyed it, but it felt like Guy Ritchie was maybe a little rusty or necessarily didn't have his heart into it. You know, it's the first film he's done since the second Sherlock Holmes, which was 4 years ago.
Which they're trying to get another one made.
Yeah, it's been in development hell since the second one, mainly because Robert Downey Jr. is like so fucking busy.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
Although I gotta imagine after Civil War, he's probably gonna have a lot of free time.
Well, he's got Infinity War.
Yeah, but how many movies out is that?
And also, they're not making another Iron Man movie for
At least until
the
like
foreseeable
phase
future.
4, I would assume. Though maybe they'll kill him off in Infinity Wars unless they want to recast. We'll see. I don't see them necessarily killing a $1 billion franchise, but who knows? They're Disney; they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
They had a lot of news this week too. The
yeah.
whole D23. You know, they just announced the Star Wars theme area of Hollywood Studios and
Disneyland.
and Disneyland if you live in California.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I want to say there was another park that they did as well. Wasn't one of the
Avatar
international-
Land.
is being added to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The Drew Struzan poster came out, right?
Yeah.
For
Fucking
Force
classic,
Awakens.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's something, though, and I got to preface this big time. I love Han Solo. But why is he, like, the fucking centerpiece of the poster?
Because I think everybody knows that Han Solo is such a
Yeah, but that's... I mean,
not
but
to mention they're also trying to they're still trying to keep Luke Skywalker in secrecy.
Well, I mean, but like that's... I mean, again, I love it, so I know, but, I love these characters, blah, blah, blah. But that's... I mean, these movies are not about them, though. Like, it's about creating
yeah,
a
but
new
I have a
universe.
If you remember
why.
the Drew Struzan poster for Return of the Jedi had Bosch fairly prominent on the thing, and Bosch is literally the bounty hunter that Leia disguises herself as to infiltrate Jabba's palace.
Yeah, but it'd be like having a
I'm
giant...
just-
If you look at
that's
the
a star.
well, if you look at
That was,
all,
and that was a little almost like clever
Yeah.
bait and
Yeah.
switch.
Well, maybe that's what the...
no, I feel like looking at the
we
episode
won't know
7.
until we see the movie.
Well, I just, as a theory, looking at the episode 7 poster of all the people who's on it, I have to imagine there's 2 solos on that poster, and that's why he's.
Then
think
wouldn't
John-
it be a duo? Oh, I'll see myself out.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have to imagine that's why he's featured on it. And then
What
the
if
two
John
new leads, and then Kylo Ren.
Well, John Boyega looks like he's wielding Anakin Skywalker's blue lightsaber.
Right.
So
Doesn't mean he can't be a Solo.
He can't. I feel like he might be a Skywalker, though.
Although they did throw something into the comics recently that makes you think he might be.
Technically, aren't the Solos Skywalkers anyway?
Ooh.
Through blood?
Yeah.
No.
Leia Skywalker?
Yeah, but Luke.
Yes, I know, but I'm making a joke that they're still Skywalkers. That's why they have Force powers.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
They're
they all got midichlorians in
I
them.
understand that you're talking about Luke's children, but
Yeah.
they're still Skywalkers by blood.
Indeed.
So Christ. Yeah.
But again, I love Han Solo, but I don't understand why. Like you get like
Man from Uncle.
you get a full on Han Solo.
Yeah.
Probably because he's got a feature somewhat prominent in this film.
I feel like it's not
so does everybody.
It's not the theatrical one sheet either. It's just a teaser poster.
Just like, hey, look, it's giant.
We'll
Han
get
Solo.
something. We'll probably get something akin to like the prequel.
Yeah, you know, when the
posters.
official one comes
Like
out, he's just going to be a
everybody. Or the
tiny
special
little
edition.
dot hiding in the back with
We'll
Chewie.
see, or it'll be just Han Solo on the poster for the theatrical release, and it'll be like Episode 7, We're Home, and this giant picture of
tagline.
Harrison
I
Ford.
shot.
And yeah,
Oh, no, they'll just have his blaster
dragging
smoke.
Greedo.
Yeah, they'll just have his blaster smoking, and it'll just say, "I shot first."
I'm sure one of the big things is just like half of it is like, hey, remember, we're not gonna fuck these ones up, guys, because we got Han Solo. Everyone loves Han Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally does look like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I'm looking at the poster right now.
Yeah. It's. Did they actually? They didn't show any new footage though at D23. They showed new footage for Civil War.
No, yeah. JJ keeps saying you're not getting any new footage
Until the new trailer.
Yeah,
which is like October-ish, I think.
probably.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah,
I
like this.
Yeah, I've got everything I need.
Yeah, I don't need everything to be. I don't need another Terminator Genesis where they show me that
The entire movie.
John Connor, not John Carter, is
From Mars.
He comes back from Mars soon.
is from Mars.
As a fucking
And the
cyborg.
Terminator.
But yeah, like I don't need that. I don't want that.
Yeah, that was probably the worst marketing I've seen so far this year. Unless you guys can think of anything more heinous.
I can.
No. I mean the sad plea for the Fantastic Four. Remember the tweets?
Oh, have you been taking a look at the
Fantastic Four official Twitter was like, Fantastic Four out today, come check it out! ! And then 10 hours later it was Fantastic Four is out, go see it. Period. I was like, yo.
Now in theaters.
And now in theaters. Period.
Yeah. It's like, and there's more and more details. Like, I don't know if Fox is just laying it on like Josh Trank.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
They're like, yeah, you want to take on a studio? You're gonna take on a studio now.
I feel like they don't have to. I feel like just reports are just coming out, and Fox is just like, our PR department could stop this, but we're not going to.
Well, again, they're like, you know what? Fuck Josh Trank. I mean, I feel like that's what they're doing. They're
yeah,
like,
but I don't feel like they're intentionally being like, hey, take this scoop. You're going to love it.
Yeah, and clearly we're not insiders, so we don't know, what's all this. But I remember, like, last week we were all, like, kind of more or less sympathetic.
I wanted to be in his corner, because, like, you hate to see this dude, like...
Hate to see it happen to a rookie.
Yeah.
Well, I'd want to be on his corner for his career's sake. But if he's turning out to be like a prick...
Well, that's what I'm...
No,
if
I'd cut tail and run.
If even a fraction of...
That's what Sam was saying, yeah.
if it's true, then it's like, fuck this guy.
The funny thing is, though, we were... the reports that he's telling actors when to blink and how to breathe. And we were joking, like, if this movie was a huge success, he'd be seen as, like, a fucking genius.
Well, yeah, he also apparently sent out an email to most of the cast, like, I want to say a few weeks before the film came out, as saying... hey guys, this film's going to be really, really awesome. And he got one reply back from one of the actors saying, yeah, no.
Well, it was an email. And that wasn't, I mean, it wasn't so much like, hey, this movie's going to be really, really awesome. It's like, this is going to completely, tower above the rest of the superhero genre. And like Michael B. Jordan sent him an email back being like, no, it's not.
Fun fact, since we're talking about Fantastic Four, I'm scrolling through my Facebook feed, and I see a screen cap of Rotten Tomatoes. Fantastic Four, 8%.
Oh shit! It went down.
Catwoman, 2004, 9%.
That's bullshit.
So it was originally tied with Catwoman. It now
I have
has
no idea how
fallen-
legitimate this is. This is just screen caps. It could be anything, but it's interesting factoid.
We know where you fall on the Postman and the Warriors. Where do you fall on Catwoman?
I'd rather watch Warriors or Postman over Catwoman. I mean,
Now, would you
Jesus.
rather watch Catwoman or either of the Ghost Rider movies? I'll let you choose which Ghost Rider.
Oh, I'd rather watch the first one.
Yeah.
First one all day. Not that I think it's particularly great, but it's the better of those three.
What about Spirit of Vengeance then? Just to check that.
Christ. I guess probably Spirit of Vengeance because like I
At least it's
legitimately
still Ghost Rider.
Well, I legitimately
short.
love Ghost Rider. Yeah, and it's very short.
See, I'd rather watch Gotham than Catwoman.
Well, that's
Oh,
because
but
Gotham's good.
Yeah, I like Gotham. Yeah, I like Gotham.
I haven't seen it yet. Can't.
Still haven't seen it.
No, it's not on
Waiting for
Netflix.
Netflix.
Not on Netflix yet.
No.
Should be by this fall.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know this fall. I haven't seen The Flash yet. I haven't seen season 3. I've only seen the season 3 premiere of Arrow.
You're not missing anything with Arrow.
Yeah.
Except
The premiere is good. You know.
except
Well,
Doug Jones.
Apparently,
Oh,
the
yeah.
CW's added the entire original run of The Flash onto their online streaming
Oh, cool.
service.
Oh, and speaking of the Green Arrow and the Flash, apparently Constantine has come to an agreement to appear in in Arrow
A episode so
An
far.
episode,
Yes.
Yeah.
and potentially also in the Flash.
Which would be cool because, you know, I thought Matt Ryan did a good job.
Oh, a phenomenal
Yeah,
job.
I was very upset that Constantine got canceled so quickly.
Yeah.
Problem is, after like this first episode, it became Monster of the Week.
Yeah, and
By the end of the season, which only lasted 13 episodes, there was like a narrative forming with, you know, you had what's his name, Jim Corrigan and stuff show up, and it was like, ooh.
to be fair, it's the same way that X-Files started out.
But they did it better.
Yeah.
Or Smallville.
And they also had like a 20 episode first season, but it wasn't until the second season when Scully got abducted that they actually had an arc. Yeah,
That was one
and
of
it was all because she was pregnant.
Yeah, X-Files is one of those shows that, I mean, it built Fox, that and The Simpsons, you know.
And Married with Children.
And Married with Children, yeah. Was Dinosaurs a Fox, or was
I
that
feel like
Roseanne?
Yeah, Roseanne was Fox. I think
Yeah.
Dinosaurs was like the Family Channel or ABC. You know,
Yeah, I think it was like
Some-
ABC.
something within
ABC
that
sounds
umbrella.
right. ABC
Yeah.
sounds right.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
Not that I'm an authority on dinosaurs.
Oh man, that talk about a depressing series finale.
Right?
That and
I never
Roseanne.
Yeah. saw it, but I've had it told to me, and I'm like, oof.
It's on. Keep plugging Netflix. Yeah, you can. It's
Netflix. Where's our sponsorship?
Yeah. Use code word.
For
Keyword
20% off.
20% off your first month, or for a free first month.
Netflix.com/geekout.
Yeah.
See, we need this kind of sponsorship with Loot Crate because I'm kind of missing those again.
We need that kind of sponsorship with like
Anyone.
anybody. I'd get
Blue Apron. Come on.
Yeah, Arby's. Come on.
Except for Squarespace. I can't stand.
Yeah.
And yet they're
and
probably
now they never will.
yeah, I know, right? And they were like the most likely to do it because they sponsor like every
Yeah,
podcast.
Stamps.com.
In the world.
Yeah.
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 Audible.com.
Yeah.
Nature Box? That'd be a
Nature
great one.
Yeah.
I actually just started using Blue Apron because they sponsor.
Oh, and,
How Did
yeah.
This Get Made?
And also Smodcast. They do
Yeah,
really
they- yeah.
good.
Yeah. If you guys
I
are
haven't
wondering at
gotten my
home,
first,
this is
but-
the episode where we whore ourselves out.
I will whore myself out.
So
Some of
Please.
us already have professional experience with that.
Yeah. Who?
Mine's just
Josh is
yeah.
a prostitute.
Oh,
Is
okay.
basically
Mine-
what he was saying.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
purely recreational.
I never get any money.
Well, I do have bills
I
to
do
pay.
it for the experience. It's like an unpaid internship.
You just got a new apartment since the last episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I haven't fully
Tell everyone
moved
your
in.
address so they can send you hate mail.
And bombs.
Oh, that's fine. It'd go straight to the leasing office. I have packet service.
Oh, there. Nice.
Yeah, no.
But it's a nice, you're closer now.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
about half as far away.
Yeah.
I think it is because it's about 20-30 minutes to get to your place.
You're close to Dulles now.
Yes. I could walk to Dulles Town Center Mall if I wanted to.
Nice.
And you're near Reston Town Center as well.
That's a little bit further down 7, but
Okay.
Once
closer
that
to
Silver
where
Line-
I live.
Once that Silver Line stop opens, it's going to be prime real
yeah.
estate.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
not
you
going
got
to
in.
take it.
You got in on the ground floor.
Yeah, despite living on the third. But no, it's nice. The leasing office was going to use the apartment I got as a demo unit, and they left behind a whole bunch of snacks and beverages in the fridge, including a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Mr. Freezy Pops.
They never asked for it back?
They don't know.
Well, now they do, because clearly they listen to our podcast.
Oh, clearly, yeah.
And also, at some point, they got to be like, yo, didn't we have, like, an entire fucking, like, bag of, like, candy bars?
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw the pictures.
Yeah,
you
guys.
are loaded.
You did, but I had a moving in party.
Yeah.
You're welcome to try and pump their stomachs.
Sorry, I now own the property, therefore everything inside of it I own.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought it came with the when it said like pre-furnished. I thought this was part of the furnishment. I thought the pops, man, gotta have my pops.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Okay.
Corn.
Yeah, damn it. The kid from Breaking Bad, Aaron.
Paul
Aaron. He was in one of those Pops commercial.
Oh.
Aaron and Paul.
Did you know that?
God damn it.
Charlie Day was in a.
Cranston Bryan was always very good on the show.
Yeah. But
Kent Clark is one of my favorite reporters.
Yeah. The Charlie Day or Day Charlie used to be in a Thomas's Bagel commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, Savage Adam from Buster Smith. He was in a Wonder Bread commercial.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
or no, Charmin.
Was he wiping his ass?
No, he was the
he was the bear.
No. It must have been a Wonder Bread commercial because like he squeezes it to like it's like Mr. Whipple's not watching. Squeeze the bread.
He's gonna pinch that loaf.
Apparently. Clearly where that came from.
Yeah, but
look it up on the internet, kids. Adam Savage in some sort of bread commercial.
But to change gears, Chris, did you have something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of bring it down for a second here at the end. I haven't really been talking about this really to anyone at all, but for the past couple months, my uncle has been pretty sick, and he's been basically living in the hospital, I think, for like the last month or so, possibly longer. But I just received word yesterday that he had passed away, so I kind of wanted to throw out a big love you, miss you to him. He was always a cool uncle. He lived on the other side of the country, so I didn't get to really interact with him much growing up. But like the couple times that we would go to like San Diego or something like that, hit up Disneyland, we would stay at least a night at his place, and he was always a lot of fun. And I know it was a big deal that he even was born in my dad's family, because apparently he's the younger brother, but my grandparents had tried like at least like 2 or 3 other times to have a kid, and through one medical mishap or another, the child didn't survive past birth or early birth or something like that. So it kind of hurt, to have that loss. And I know my dad's really kind of torn up about it. So yeah. So just real quick, I don't want to make a big thing out of it, but miss you, Uncle Randy.
Yeah. Well, condolences. Yeah. But so he lived out in California?
Yeah. He
well, your father's family is originally from there?
No,
no,
they were military. They were moving all around. My dad likes to joke that he was born in Jamaica because he was born in Jamaica, Queens, New York. I don't know where Uncle Randy was born, but I believe he ended up going to college out in California or living out there because that's where Grandma and Grandpa like kind of retired, and like that's where they were planning on spending out the rest of their lives until they also passed away. But yeah, so my entire life, Uncle Randy lived out in San Diego.
Well, what line of work was he in?
I actually don't know what he did specifically professionally, although he was apparently a semi-pro volleyball player.
Oh,
yeah, Like, half the people out in California are.
Sure.
Or at least the beach people.
Yeah, the ones that don't surf or skate.
Yeah, and he did look remarkably like Kevin Bacon, so I liked to cheat at 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with that.
Oh damn! He's in that. I just saw the trailer to change gears a bit, if you don't mind.
No, go right ahead.
I rewatched Rogue Nation, which is better than The Man from U.N.C.L.E. with my father because his birthdays. It'll have been by the time we post this episode. He'll have just turned 59.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first time actually, interestingly enough, it's the first movie I've seen more than once in theaters this year. I know you guys saw like Fury Road. Not even Fury Road.
No.
For all my Huster and Bluster. No Age of Ultron, no Ant-Man.
It's all right. Jake and I made up for it.
Yeah.
Seen it
8 times total.
8 times?
You?
The total. I mean, 4
between
and 4.
us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because was it 4 or 5 that I saw? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
At least 8 times total.
Right. But I saw the trailer for Black Mass for the first time.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
With Johnny Depp, like completely unrecognizable as Whitey Bulger, one of the big gangsters in Boston, who just recently, finally had to answer for all his shit, and he apparently did. Like, it's got the guy that plays Darren Cross in Ant-Man.
Oh Jesus!
Is like an FBI guy, and he's like, whoa.
Over the top.
Yeah, he's like, we've tied Whitey Bulger to like all like the crime in Boston. How come we haven't brought him in? And what's his name? Joel Edgerton's in the film.
Oh, cool.
I think he's like the mayor or something. And he's like, oh, really? What is Whitey Bulger himself actually ever done? And it cuts to like this montage of like Johnny Depp basically doing like all the crimes, and like Darren Cross. Okay, the actor's name is like not Darren Cross. What's the actor's name?
Darren Cross.
Yeah, might as well be.
The guy from Strain.
Yeah, House of Cards. Corey
Stoll.
Corey Stoll, thank you. He's like, what's he done? Everything. But like Benedict Cumberbatch is in that film. It's got like a pretty Catherine Waterston. It's got a pretty stellar cast. It's got then of course not Catherine Waterston. She's in Steve Jobs, which is because of her work with Aaron Sorkin. And it's also got Jeff Daniels and everything because they played that trailer too. I'm looking forward to both those films. I think those are going to be huge come awards season at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I think Revenant's going to be huge come awards season.
Hopefully, he'll finally get his Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
DiCaprio?
hope
Yeah.
Hardy gets some love for what's the movie?
Revenant?
No. The movie where he's playing twins.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the name of it is, but yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, I hope he gets some love for that one.
Part of me kind of hopes that Leonardo DiCaprio never gets an Oscar. Not because I don't want him to be recognized for his good work, but because it's become such a huge thing on like the internet that's just like every Oscar season is just like, like I never want all of those kids that go nuts to be satisfied.
But what about Leo himself?
Yeah.
No, you know what? At this point, I feel like I would like to think that Leo is just like, fuck the Oscars. I don't even care.
Just the mic drop.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck.
Oh,
If he ever does win one, I hope he like snaps its neck off.
I
even though
think
those
he
Sticks it up
has
somebody's
actually.
ass.
I think he has done a skit of something similar to that, where he's just like, "Fuck you, Academy."
Also, every single nominee gets like a great compensation like grab bag of
Everyone
stuff.
gets a swag bag. And
Yeah.
apparently it's like worth like $15,000.
Yeah.
That's a conservative estimate, by the way.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Also, but then again, that's my viewpoint. I'm projecting my viewpoint of the Academy in general onto Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, it was the same way with Scorsese up until The Departed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a shame. Goodfellas, Raging Bull, and all that shit, which I think are better than The Departed. I like The Departed though.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Legend, by the way. It's the Tom Hardy movie.
Legend, right? Just like that crappy Sean Bean TV show.
I've never seen it.
Legend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not crappy. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we've established anything,
I mean, he hasn't died yet in it.
Yeah, well, it's good because he's the lead.
yeah,
Granted, he was the lead the first season of Game of Thrones.
yeah, until he died.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
Yeah, 4-year-old spoilers.
And also just Sean Bean spoilers. I mean,
Yeah.
No, those aren't really spoilers.
What is the worst he ever eats it? Is it Patriot Games where he lands on a fucking like anchor?
I don't know. What about GoldenEye where he dies
GoldenEye.
twice?
Goldeneye.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once with a satellite
Once
projector falling on him.
He falls hundreds of feet.
Should have died just from the fall itself.
Should be liquid
Yeah.
bean. But
Vanilla bean just scraped off the bottom of that pool.
yeah, and then the fucking antenna falls on top of him
It explodes.
and explodes. You get the zoom in on his mouth too, like it's going right in his mouth.
Where everyone wants to be.
Yeah, just like Dead Alive when the zombie punches through the chicks. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Peter Jackson at his best.
Mm.
Yeah, because it certainly wasn't The Hobbit.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. The more
I do love Dead Alive. I think that is like I feel like that's Peter Jackson being, ultimate Peter Jackson.
having fun.
Yeah, and to me that says loads more than like, the most amazing special effects shot or something like that. Like
If we're talking about directors not having their hearts in it, Peter Jackson and The Hobbit.
yeah. No, that's literally just like going through the motions. Like, well, I did all 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Why not?
Yeah. It's like, like Del Toro's too busy.
Yeah.
And New Line's offering me like shit dick loads of money. Fine.
Who doesn't love shit dicks?
Yeah. Loads.
Loads of shit dicks.
Yeah, well, Louis C.K.'s bit was that he was at the time he was doing the Oh My God HBO special, which if you have HBO Go or HBO Now, you can watch it.
Which I just explained the difference between the two services to my parents.
Right. If you can watch that special, and he's describing how at that time he's recording, he's been offered a lot of casino gigs, which pay him shit dick loads of money. He's like, it's so much something comes out of your dick too, in his trademark fashion. I recently watched, in terms of stand-up, I recently watched the new Jim Norton special with Jake, which is I think Netflix exclusive.
Yeah.
That one's probably his best work.
It's the best I've seen.
We saw him when we were at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah, he was one of the comics that him and Hannibal Buress and a couple other people that I've seen pop up.
Aziz.
Yeah, well, and of course the secret Aziz headliner.
Because it was a huge blizzard that weekend.
Yeah, he couldn't get out of New York, so he was just like, "You guys got a 30-minute spot?"
And they were just like, "It's like a Friday night at 7." Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do the 7:00. It was cool seeing I feel like every time I'm at the Comedy Cellar, I see Hannibal Buress and Jim Norton, because that's where they always workshop new material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like running into Louis C.K. there. That like you have like a 50% shot that one of them is going to be there.
God,
I
always get Jim Norton Hannibal Buress night then, which is fine.
Yeah, no, Hannibal Buress is great, and it was great seeing Hannibal Buress before he like exploded.
Before he got like the Eric Andre show or Y on Comedy Central.
Yeah, or being the one who apparently broke the story about
made it okay for everyone to like slam Bill Cosby.
Because that made him almost a household name. Whereas like Eric Andre and whatnot,
he was on a recent episode, not Eric Andre but Hannibal of The Meltdown, which just wrapped its second season. That's one of my favorite new Comedy Central shows.
No, I'm a big fan. I liked his bit. He had the Tom sunglasses, and like their thing is like you buy a pair of sunglasses, and they provide regular like reading glasses to underprivileged children and stuff like that. But like while they show him workshopping this in the back, and like he mistook it for they give him a pair of sunglasses. So like the kid's like, man, I can't eat tonight, but at least I look fly as shit. And then he ended up doing it on stage. Like he had just come up with it in the back, and then he does it on stage, and you can see him like not quite sure about the bit, but he's like, I'm a soldier through it.
Well, you figure they have what, like only a 10-minute set on The Meltdown?
Some thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah, it's real quick.
Yeah, it's usually basically
just like Drake.
Yeah. It's usually just like one like skit kind of basically like I got this one bit or these two short bits and boom, at least that's what they show on the show. Who knows if it's more live. I've been to that comic book shop.
I've been to Los Angeles in like 10 years.
When I was in Anaheim for the Star Wars thing back in April, I have a friend who lives in the outskirts of LA, and we'd been trying to meet up the entire time that I was there, and the only time he could meet me was basically to drive me to LAX, because for some reason I booked my plane through I think because it was easier to get a direct flight from Dulles to LAX and back than trying to find something a little bit more local to Anaheim. And I was like, whatever, it's only an hour drive, and he was able to pick me up in Anaheim, drive
I feel like
me.
The flights would be cheaper too, since LAX is so big.
Yeah, probably. All of that factored into it. This is like a year ago at this point that I was figuring this all out, though, so who knows. But while we were there, we were like, well, we grabbed lunch, and I still have like another 2 hours before my flight. You know what we can do? Let's go to the Meltdown or whatever the comic book shop. I think it's all called the Meltdown.
I think it is.
It's the Nerdist Theater in the Meltdown.
Yeah, because that's also where they record the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to. I was
it's a nice shop.
Before I went to San Diego, I was originally going to visit a friend out in Los Angeles, but then I was like, well, can't afford 2 transcontinental round trip flights. So
yeah, the only downside I would say to the Meltdown, like the shop, is that it doesn't have a single focus. Like there's comic books, there's vintage video games, which you would love that corner.
Oh yeah,
and then like there's this and this and this, and I'm like, and like part of me, like I was in there, I was in there just to sightsee, but also I was like, you know what, the latest issue of I hadn't I wanted to get the Back to the Future cover of Chrononauts, and it like had just come out like that week, and I hadn't talked to Jake about grabbing me a copy at the shop yet. So I was like, I'll grab that here. And like their comic book section is so small, at least compared to what I'm used to going to.
Almost like a magazine section at a supermarket?
Almost. Like they had a couple rows of like or they had
trades.
Like the wall. Yeah, they had the wall of new releases, which was about half the size of or it was about the size of like the back wall at your shop, Jake.
Okay.
So like fairly short for a new release wall. Yeah. In my opinion. And then they had a couple like really like 5-foot aisles for like trades and like stuff that was like a month old or something like that.
Have any of you guys been to the Secret Stash up in Red Bank, New Jersey?
No, that's my next stop when I go up to that area. I think I'm gonna force myself to go into Jersey. Maybe when we're all going to New York Comic Con, I'll be like, let's make a day of it.
Yeah,
because I actually have no idea where that area is.
Red Bank, Central Jersey or North Jersey.
So yeah, that is going to be a day.
Yeah, but you're doing a full on week. You're doing what, Wednesday to Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm planning on Wednesday to Wednesday.
Yeah. Whereas I can only get but so many days off.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anybody have anything to add?
Listen to the new Iron Maiden single, "Speed of Light."
Oh yeah, I still haven't done that.
It's really cool. The video is really cool too.
Watch the Hateful Eight trailer, which looks awesome.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like an Old West version of Reservoir Dogs.
The kind of single set.
Yeah,
yeah.
Then watch the Deadpool trailer.
Sure, yeah.
Red Band version.
Well, watch both. Like I would say Red Band first and then Green Band, because Green Band trailer still pretty funny, and there's a couple alternate takes, different scenes, so you get even more of the movie. Same feel, you just don't get all the naughty words.
Or the violence.
Yeah, people dudes getting shot in the head. Like, they still get shot in the head. You just don't see
blood.
You don't see pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, brain matter. But yeah, man.
Or him sniffing it and it's like, I'm touching myself tonight.
Yeah. On that note, while we go, we'll leave it to the imagination. But I'm totally going to do it.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah.
Sam, zip your pants back up.
Yeah. Let me stop watching Xena Warrior Princess. Yeah, this has been another installment of Catching Up. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
Good night, Eric Bana.
Are you kidding me? Dude, just go there, geek out, have a good time.